DJ Erica.
Yeah, y'all. Okay, so this is a music segment, y'all, and I'm gonna review some new music that's out right now, y'all. And you guys, you know, I like to add on to the podcast. You know, I got a little bit of music playing in the background because this is a music segment, and I want to talk about a couple of albums, you know, and you know, one new school, one old school, and talk about just give you my review on it. And it's new singles and stuff that just dropped. Donell Jones got a new album out called 100% Free. I just got finished listening to that. And I'm going to point out my favorite songs off of that new album. And of course, Sid from the internet just dropped a brand new song too. If you guys haven't heard that yet, that joint is definitely rocking. Okay, I believe it's called, it's called Missing Out. Yeah, the new song is called Missing Out from Sid. That's a new R&B play too. And there's so many other songs that just like came out. Actually, Chloe and Halle also had a new music video drop for the title of their album single, which is Ungodly Hour, which is also the title of their album, Ungodly Hour, that they dropped last year. They finally dropped the music video for them, for that song. So, you know, it's definitely dope. I like it. And I think that the way that they're marketing their album is definitely smart. Very, very smart. They are really making sure that they stretch it out. And they're doing the old school method. You know what I mean? They're using the old school method where they're not just throwing away their album. A lot of artists, after they drop an album, they leave it into the last year and they really don't keep working the singles. But big up to Chloe and Halle for still working that same album and pushing the singles to the next level, y'all. Like, honestly, I enjoyed the music video. The music video is similar to the other music video that they had. I don't know if that was on purpose, you know, or if it was just the budget that they're working with. The video is dope, but that's not me throwing shade or anything. But I know that it's the same. But maybe it's just the theme of the album. They wanted to be a particular theme. And they want to keep the music video similar to each other. But yeah, it was definitely a dope music video. You know, and I think they actually got Grammy nominations this year, so we're gonna see exactly how that all works out, and hopefully they win a Grammy. They said Grammy's supposed to be going on. And speaking of which, Clive Davis, I had heard that Clive Davis was basically canceling the Grammy Gala because he has like Bell palsy or something going on with his face, and it was going through social media, and that was reported allegedly that he basically had Bell palsy on his face and he couldn't move his face or whatever. And I don't know, you know, he's older, he got to be like 90 years old, something like that. So he basically postponed his entire Grammy Gala part 2 of that until whenever, I don't know, but I know the Grammys is coming very soon. When is the Grammys? Anybody know? If you guys know when the Grammys is supposed to be happening, can you guys comment below and let me know, because I really have no clue when the Grammys is supposed to be going down. And I really just want to know, like, what day is it? I mean, how is it supposed to? Is it going to be digital? What happened last year for the Grammys? I don't remember. You know what? I don't know if the world was shut down yet, because I think they start shutting everything down in March. So I think we did have a Grammys where people was actually there, or I don't remember. Anyway, anybody knows exactly when the Grammys is, y'all let your girl know. And then there was a couple other things before I get into Donell Jones and the album review and all the other music that's came out. Bobby Shmurda is out. He got released from prison. And you guys in the hip hop community, I'm pretty sure you guys know who he is. But for the folks that don't know who Bobby Shmurda is, you know, he's a hip hop artist that got the song, what is that? You know, I think what is the name of that song? Whatever. Everybody know the line. About a week ago. Get it, a week ago. I call him a week ago. Whatever. Okay, that song went crazy. It was like his one hit, and then he got in trouble with the law, got locked up. He went to prison for about 6 years, and now he's out. Quavo from the Migos came and picked him up with his manager and everything else. And you know, within a day of him being released, he like garnished 3 million followers on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm hearing that he got a new business deal in the works, and he got some new music that's supposed to be dropping. I seen that on the internet. He got some new music that's supposed to be dropping real soon. So, you know, I'm looking forward to see what's next for Bobby Shmurda in his career. Luckily, you know, he came out in 6 years. He's still young, you know what I mean? I know he was young when he came up with his other songs, so I think he's probably like in his late 20s, maybe early 30s, I don't know. But he seemed to be young enough to still be able to have his hip-hop rap career. So we're going to see how his music does and whether the people are really going to support him like they say they do, and see what his music does and if it does numbers, and if he still got it, if he still could pump out those hits. I want to hear it, you know what I'm saying? And you know I'll review it, you know, and talk about his new music on the podcast, because that's what we love to do here. We like to review music and talk about it, you know what I'm saying? I can't play the music on here because ain't nobody about to be suing me. FYI, all the music that you guys hear was brought to you by YouTube, okay? Because I've been bringing my own music from YouTube and putting it on here to spice it up a little bit, but I do not put copyright music on my show. No siree. You guys are not flagging me and getting my stuff all messed up. So with that being said, let's continue forward. Okay, Lady Gaga, we're going to get to the reviews. Listen, we're getting to the reviews, but let's talk about how Lady Gaga, basically, this is what's happening. Her dogs got kidnapped, okay, at gunpoint in Los Angeles, okay? The dog walker was walking in 3 dogs. Lady Gaga got these 3 bulldogs, okay? They're cute. It's 2 white ones and 1 black one, okay? The dog walker was walking the dogs, and all of a sudden somebody came in and ambushed them at gunpoint, shot the dog walker, okay? The dog walker got shot, and then they tried to kidnap all 3 dogs, but the black dog in the middle ran off, and they was only able to take the 2 white dogs on the outside, y'all. They done kidnapped these beautiful little fur babies, okay? And they're holding them for ransom. Lady Gaga decided to come on social media and tell everybody what's going on, and she is offering $500,000 to get her babies back, okay? Now, I hope that they do find the dogs. I'm not exactly sure, you know, why they will kidnap it. I heard that bulldogs are very expensive. You know, they're on the high ranking when it comes to dogs, and you know, I don't know part of the dog market, but whatever. They saying that the dogs were worth a lot of money, okay? And they kidnapped 2 out of the 3, okay? And it's just like, you know, what is wrong with people? And you know, it kind of made me not even want to move to Los Angeles or California area, because I feel like everything happens in California when it comes to these stars and stuff, and I guess maybe because they live out there or whatever. But Lady Gaga wasn't even in town. She's overseas shooting a movie, allegedly. That's what reports are saying. Reportedly, she's overseas shooting a movie. So she had the dog sitter or dog walker to take care of the dog while she's filming this movie, and then he gets jacked, he gets shot. Luckily, he's still alive, okay? He did survive the shooting, then he was took to the hospital, but now these 2 dogs is missing, and she's offered $500,000. Listen, I hope they come forward. My thing is I don't know if they're going to really come forward, because think of it like this. Now they done shot somebody for the dog, so they got possibly attempted homicide charges or assault with a deadly weapon charges, okay, pending against them. So if they did come out and say, hey, Lady Gaga, I'm the one that took the dog, can you give me the money? They can say it's going to be anonymous, but the police is going to track it anyway, and then you're going to get locked up. So I don't even think they're going to even come forward about these dogs. They probably resold the dogs. It's just messed up, okay? That's not okay. That's not okay to just go ahead and just be shooting people at gunpoint and stealing people dogs and stuff and everything else. You know what I'm saying? I hope that Lady Gaga find her dog. I'm a dog owner myself. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, those are our fur babies. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people out here, they have kids they get birth to. And for a lot of people that don't have kids and they have dogs or, you know, pets or cats, stuff like that, those are our fur babies. Those are our kids in our head or whatever. And we take care of them. We take them to the hospital. We feed them and everything else daily. We're with them all the time. So just having your dog kidnapped, it's like having a child kidnapped. If you don't have any kids, it's just like, yo, man, it's not right. So I hope y'all go ahead and get Lady Gaga her damn dogs back, okay? Come on now. Whoever's listening to it. I know I got a lot of people out in California listening. So hopefully the dog nappers are listening. I'm asking y'all, please get this lady her dogs back, okay? What did the dog do to you, okay? People out here hustling, okay? Just selling dogs in the middle of a pandemic, stealing and shooting. It's just not a good look, y'all. Come on, let's get it together. And then, okay, so I think I went through the rest of the hot topics on that. So let's get back to the music reviews, okay? So before we get to Donell Jones' album, let's talk about Sid from the internet. She just put out a new song called Missing Out, okay? And for you guys who do not know the internet, don't know their music, y'all really need to go check them out, because listen, I discovered them about, I would say 5-6 years ago, and I've been in love with their music ever since. Their songs have been featured on Issa Rae's show Insecure and everything else, and you know, they're so talented, you know what I mean? They have such a great sound, and it's just shocking the fact that they're not bigger than what they are. The internet, they're literally the band. Her name of her band is The Internet, and they come from the crew that was a part of Frank Ocean. I'm kind of thinking the name of the crew that was with Frank Ocean and them. Comment below what the crew was that was with Frank Ocean and Tyler the Creator and all them people. But yeah, she came from them. And they made a group, and it's called The Internet, and whatever. Well, she got another solo song that she just put out called Missing Out. I really like it. It's a nice, cool, smooth song. Sid always put out really nice, smooth records and stuff like that. From my perspective, I think that she listens to a lot of throwback R&B, and she gets a lot of influences from like the 1970s and 80s R&B singers and stuff like that when it comes to the music that she puts together. And I really, really like her material, man. And I'm hoping that maybe one day I can interview her and just talk to her about her music and the work that she does, because I really enjoy the music that she puts together and the sound that she puts together. And if you guys haven't already, y'all need to check out the most recent albums that they put out. One of my favorite out of the most recent two that they put out, Eagle Death, is definitely a banger. That was Grammy nominated, and honestly I feel like they deserve to win the Grammy, but hey, they got nominated at least. I just feel like they're overlooked in underground and overlooked or whatever, and they're just like one of those groups that, you know, have that joint, and you know that they play that good music, but it's like they're not really heavily acknowledged. And when it comes to the music community to that highest extent, I mean, I want to see them hit 100 million views on their records and downloads too, because the music is really that good, y'all. So, you know, hopefully you guys check out Sid or whatever and download her new song, Missing Out. I downloaded it on Apple Podcast. Apple Music, all these different apps that Apple got. Apple Music, I got it already downloaded. The songs that I have on here I actually downloaded, so I'm helping their pocketbooks with this. So hopefully you see this, Sid, and you come on my show and we can talk it out about your music and the work that you're putting in. And I want to know if this is coming to another album for Sid, or, you know, anything, you know, in particular, because I know The Internet, they come out with a new album and then they do their own solo thing, you know what I mean? So I want to know what she got coming up next and down the pipeline. And I mean, I think it's gonna be dope, you know what I'm saying? If she decide to put together another album, we definitely can do that. Definitely need some of that good music that's that in the R&B realm. It's just something about their music. Y'all got to check it out. Y'all comment what y'all think about Sid's new song, Missing Out. And if you guys haven't heard of The Internet, look up The Internet and y'all tell me what y'all think of their sound. If you are an R&B head and you like hip hop, or you like funk, or you like, you know, just some good ass music, y'all need to go ahead and check out The Internet. And also just download Sid. Check out Sid as a solo artist. She's so talented, really, really talented. I enjoy her sound. She has an ear for music. That's the thing I like about her the most. She has a real ear for music. Okay. Now what we got here? So we already talked about Chloe and Halle, Ungodly Hour. Now let's talk about Donell Jones' new album, 100% Free. That's the album that just got released. And let me just make sure I don't mistakenly play his song, because I'm trying to go through the playlist. Y'all listen, I gotta turn this volume down off of here, because I don't want to, I'm gonna click on it, but I don't want to mistakenly play, because I ain't gonna be getting paid, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so this song is a 6-7 song album. Okay, it starts with a 2.5 minute intro called Fresh, and it's a nice upbeat song to like the intro sounds like an intro to me. It's something that just, I feel like it's to warm people up with the Fresh song, you know what I mean? Something that's not going to make you sleepy or tired or draggy, because it's an R&B album. And then we go into Karma Payback. I like that song and the way that it's produced in general. I like the lyrics in it. And of course, Donell Jones, it's just his voice. He still has the voice to be able to come out with songs, you know what I mean? And really sing it and deliver it to the people. I like Karma and Payback. The other song that stood out on this album and particularly was Serious. I really like that song as well. His other song, I Do, and I believe, you know, I enjoy that record. He kind of feel like with this album, he mixed up some dance hall, reggae, and a little bit of techno dance music in a couple of songs that he did. I Do, and particularly, I believe that's the song that has like a techno sound. It's something that's a little different from what we're used to with Donell Jones, but I think he was trying to switch it up and give us a little bit something more than just having an R&B feel, and maybe warm up the listeners to what his taste might be, or what he's trying to do and experiment in the studio. I feel like this album is more of him showing different parts of himself besides him just being an R&B guy, but showing that he likes to make music that's for, dance hall and reggae. He also can do dance music as well. Now, the one thing about the album that I was just like, oh wow, was the 7th track is literally meditation music. Like, this is 8 minutes of meditation music, and I mean it was a vibe for sure all the way through, but at first I didn't know that it was just going to be like meditation music through the whole thing. So I was sitting there like, okay, and I'm listening and I'm just like, all right. And I'm waiting for him to sing. And I started looking, I'm like, how long has it been? I looked at it, was 2.5 minutes and there ain't no singing going on. And I'm like, okay, so is this literally the entire song is like meditation music? So I said F and I said, Nam ye horenge cure, Nam ye horenge cure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know, you know what I mean? But overall, I think it's a nice project. Okay. I think I wanted more, because it was only 7 tracks, and I feel like I didn't feel like it was like I didn't feel like this was an album. I feel like it was more so of an EP, maybe. I don't know if he's saying that this is an album, but as a collective of songs, it was very diverse. He did a segment of different songs. Like I said, he had a techno sound, the smooth R&B sound, an uppity song, and then he even had meditation at the end, literally, where it's just meditation music. So I think vocally he still has a really, really strong voice. A lot of times we get our R&B singers from the past, they come in, their voice, they don't really take care of their voice, but you can tell that Donell Jones still has his voice, and he has a lot of hits, and I've always been a fan of his music. So I'm hoping that he comes out with some more music and comes out with a longer album, because that's really what I personally want as a fan and a listener, is a longer album, because as soon as it starts to get good, all of a sudden it goes off. Because it's only like 29 minutes long. So, but just in general, I give it a thumbs up. It's a solid piece of work. The only thing that threw me off was the meditation part, because I was sitting there thinking, oh, this is about to be a nice 8-minute song, but it's like just instrumental. So maybe it's just more of a spiritual thing. Maybe it's something that he wants to add, and artists have reasons behind their stuff. And I hope that I get the opportunity to talk to him and ask him about his entire project, and what was his creative mindset when he decided to put together this project and everything else. But I want you guys to listen to it good, and y'all give me your opinion on it, and tell me what y'all think of that new project, Meditation. And then we're going to get into my final pick, and I'm going to discuss my final throwback album, which is going to be Michael Jackson's Off the Wall album. And I'm going to talk about it in my favorite songs off the Wall album. And it's for all of the young people out there, because a lot of the young people, y'all don't know Michael Jackson. Y'all wasn't here when Michael Jackson was alive and reigning and killing it. Okay, so it is a reason why I'm pulling and digging in the crates and bringing out other songs for you guys or albums for you guys to research and listen to. Like before I mentioned other old school people, we're gonna bring out Michael Jackson Off the Wall, and we're gonna talk about it and dissect it on this podcast right now.